Hi, it's Brad again. Another MasterWorks 3 video here. What we're going to learn to do today is to create a quilting design out of either a picture that you scanned in or a picture that you downloaded off the internet, or one of the ones that are built into MasterWorks, which is what we're going to be using today. But it works for anything you could scan in out of a quilting book. We're going to make a quilting design, and then we're going to add a quilting outline around it that adds like a trapunto kind of echo quilting look. At the end of this, you should be able to create a really nice running stitch design that would sew out nicely on a quilt. It's pretty easy to do too, so that's handy. I'm going to jump in here, and we're going to start by going to our backdrop tool. So up here, click this and choose Load Backdrop. Now, the particular image that I'm going to use is one that comes with your software, so everybody should be able to do this. And the path for it, if you're not by default in this folder, the path for it is, let me hit this little caret here, it's in your C drive, Designer's Gallery, and then MasterWorks, and then Artwork. Okay, so make sure you're in that folder if you want to use the same one that I do. And scroll down in here to the line art. We're going to use this little sunbonnet Sue, line art 12. So line art 12, we left click on that and choose open. And there she is. And to trace her, we're going to use the Magic Wand line art tool. Now, the Magic Wand line art tool is in the artwork tab here. It's under lines. We've got pen, Bezier line, blah, 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 all these. And then there's Magic Wand, Magic Wand ... I don't know why it has to say that, but this is the Magic Wand for line art tool. Maybe one day we'll get them to change that. That would be nice, because otherwise how would you know what this tool is without me telling you in this video? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to choose Magic Wand ... which is Magic Wand line art. Left click on that, and we're going to zoom way in. And the reason we're zooming way in is it's vital that we left click on the black line here. It's absolutely vital. If we click out here, it's not going to work. So the way you zoom in is with your mouse wheel. On your mouse, you got that little wheel, and I'm zooming in and out with it. So push it forward, zooms in, pull it back, zooms out. Anyway, zoom way in, click on somewhere on the black, and it'll automatically trace the lines for me. So I'm going to hide my backdrop so we can actually see what we've done here. So to do that, you go up to Backdrop Tool, and where it says Show Backdrop, just click on that. And we're left with the line that we've traced. Now, this is a line, but it's not a running stitch yet. We have to tell the software what we want to do with this line. So make sure you have it highlighted, either by clicking and dragging a box around it, as I did. You can go in your sequence view and click on it, however you want to select it. And then go up to Apply Stitches and choose Run. Boom. Now I have it on 3D, so we have these bold lines here. So if yours doesn't look as bold as mine, you could just click on Draw 3D up here and it'll become bold like this. So now we've got this quilting design. We could sew this out right now. Now I want to add something to it, but it's perfectly serviceable, as if you didn't want the quilting outline around it. We can just sew it out now. But we're going to do a little more to it. First, let's go over and set in our properties. Let's set this from a single run to a double. And that's going to make it run over itself twice. So you click Type, Double Run, hit Apply, and now it's going to go over itself twice so that we get a nice bold line that you'll be able to see. And so now we want to add the quilting outline around it. So to do that, we're going to go up to the Tools tab up here, click Tools, and then left click Quilting Outline. And it asks me how many ripples I want and the spacing. So the ripples is how many times it's going to go around the outline, or around the quilting design, and the spacing is how far apart each ripple is going to be. If you want to be like perfect, 6.5 is a 1/4 inch, so put it to 6.5 if you want 1/4 inch echoes. I don't know why it doesn't default to 6.5, it defaults to 6, whatever. And then change your ripples to however many you want, more or less, depending on how big your hoop is. This is actually probably going to be bigger than my 8x8 hoop that I have selected here, but that's okay, so we're not going to sew it out. At least I'm not going to. You might, so You might want to make your design the size that's right for your hoop. But anyway, so when you're satisfied with the ripples and spacing, click OK. It's going to think about it for a minute, and then it will put this nice quilting outline around my design. Now, there is one more step though, because this outline that we've just created, I just went over to my sequence view to make sure I click on it here. This is just artwork. You can see in my sequence view, this one, the Sunbonnet Sue, is a run, and this is just artwork. And artwork is not stitches. Artwork's not going to sew out. So if I save this as a PES file, put it on my machine, it's not going to have the quilting outline around it. We have to first apply stitches. So go back to Home, click Apply Stitches, choose Run, and then change the type to double, just like my other design, and hit Apply. Now, you don't have to put it to double if you don't want to. I think it looks more aesthetically pleasing. You might not. It's entirely up to you. But that's it. We've got our design ready to go. I could take this and sew it out right now. And to save it, I just go to my little magic MasterWorks 3 ball up here, choose Save As, save it first as a BLF file. If you don't know why, watch my BLF file, what is a working file video, hit save, and then go back, save as, change it to a PES, and then save that one, name it whatever you want, put it on your flash drive, and sew it out on a quilt. And that's it, really. And like I said, you can do this with pages of a quilting book you scan in, anything you want. And that magic wand line art will trace it as long as your artwork is, or your original image is clean enough. If you download a little teeny tiny picture off the internet, it might not work, but anything you scan in is going to be high enough resolution to do this. So anyway, go give it a try, and I'll see you on the next video.